Hello and welcome to Friday Nights with TCF.
Episode 3.
Episode 3. We have a new member to the show.
TCF gang.
Yeah, TCF gang. I guess it's a show. I guess not TCF gang because he is TCF gang for life.
Yeah, TCF gang.
But
He's purchased a shirt, so he is officially TCF gang for life.
No, we have two.
Well, yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
This is really poorly start.
Yeah,
I can't talk either. Poorly started.
We have two new members to the show tonight and one new member to the TCF gang. I guess you're right.
Yeah.
We have Gameboy.
What's up, guys?
You've probably heard his voice many a times on the podcast. Sometimes a little too quiet because we don't know how to work microphones correctly. But
That's not my fault.
no, we blamed him a lot for it at the start, and then we realized that actually
You guys literally
he
for
is
the
an idiot.
first like 5 podcasts, you're like, you need to talk louder.
I'm like,
We realized
I'm
it's
like-
just Big Z not being able to figure out the
yeah,
microphone.
I'm like, dude, you gotta speak up. I sound perfect. I'm like,
you were 6 inches away from the microphone that was actually plugged in.
well, yeah, but now we figured it out.
Yeah.
And we also have Evan Goy. You could, what would we say, commenter?
Yeah, he's like our professional fact checker.
He's our PFT commenter.
He's a
the
smart
TCF
dude.
commenter.
He knows a lot of things that we don't. We kind of just shoot from the hip sometimes.
We
And
actually were talking about before the game about the Cubs winning streak. And right off the top of the dome, he just gave us how many runs they.
yeah, in the couple.
Can
games.
you actually give us how many runs the Cubs have had in the winning streak they have had?
Okay. Going 42.
42.
That would have
42.
taken me and you 20 minutes to figure that out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wild.
Yes.
That was quick. Man.
what's all the Twitter handles? You want to start, Game Boy?
Yeah, you can follow me at TCF Gameboy. Please give me a follow. I am really
He's
low
desperate.
on followers right now. I've asked you guys at least 8 times now. And I'm saying 8, and I'm being generous. with
Yeah,
you.
it's probably like 13 or 14.
I'm still stuck at 25 right now, guys. So help me out, please. It's good stuff, I promise.
I am at Big Z TCF. And actually, I had to write that down on a piece of paper the other day for like a thing I'm doing. And it was kind of weird.
Yeah,
It was
that's.
a little weird, right? At Big Z TCF.
I'm at Boomy TCF. I'm probably the funniest one on Twitter, so make sure you
Debatable.
follow me. It's not really. Evan, do you have a Twitter handle by chance?
No.
No. All right.
He's an old-fashioned.
We'll call him
He's old,
Twitterless.
yeah. Twitterless
I
Evan
do,
Goy.
but I
Don't
he's
use
I
it.
too
think we need to
intelligent for
get
that
you
stuff.
on Twitter as at Twitterless Evan.
Twitterless Evan. I'm sure we have to go Twitterless
Yeah.
_Evan _69.
Hashtag 420.
Actually, we're gonna.
hashtag TCF.
This is kind of funny. So, like, I was doing this thing for like something I'm trying to do. And it's kind of an important thing. And in the moment,
Details coming soon.
and they're like, "Don't use your name for the password. Don't use anything." And I've used the password for this account. It's Schwarber69.
Yeah.
That's not. I
Yeah,
shouldn't have used it.
Just keep using that.
Yeah,
Because
I
you
should-
sent it to me so I could sign into the Instagram to do the Instagram story, and you sent it to me, and I just laughed. I couldn't help myself.
You know what? That's
and I
good,
just
though.
kind of gave away all our passwords.
That fits
Yeah,
Kyle
we're definitely
Schwarber.
gonna need to change the passwords.
You can, if you want to hack it, if you want to like put some cool stories on it, go
Yeah,
ahead.
Maybe write a blog.
It's
Go
good
knock
content
yourself
If
for
you're
out.
us.
watching this and you're a hacker, that's kind
None of us can do.
yeah, I can't hack.
None of us.
Like stressful to me.
Oh yeah.
Like
I'd break
I'm not good in like situations with like they always show the coding. Like there's a lot of letters and numbers. Like I can't do that.
That's
not me.
Me and the wife were literally watching a show, and they were trying to hack into a hacker's computer, and speechless. I had no idea what was going on.
That
in
reminds
my
me of like
world.
the Spider-Man meme when they're just pointing right at each other.
Yeah,
It's
it was like, what's going on here? I was very confused and very lost. But
Let's move on.
big news between the two of us.
Oh yeah, the
Let's-
bet. Okay,
let's- If you
So-
listen to the podcast, and if you haven't yet, episode 21 that came out, Wednesday night?
yep.
Make sure you go listen to it. Me and Big Z went on for quite a while about this bet we have because I'm such a big LeBron fan, and Zach is willfully ignorant of how good LeBron is. I kind of shot my mouth off and
What does that
said
even mean?
Cavs and 4. Yeah, Google it. All right, big words. Sorry.
Oh,
Now we're taking shots. at
Yeah,
this
you
now.
know, it's getting personal. But I kind of shot my mouth off and said Cavs and 4, and I'm kind of walking back on that. So
we're
the
Cavs
bet
in
is
5.
Cavs and 5.
Cavs in 5.
And if
I lose,
if they lose, my what's the word I'm looking for?
Luscious.
Luscious.
Oh, luscious.
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 Serious,
That's where
not
Cat. I was
money.
thinking of the word Cat Williams used in his one stand-up to describe his hair. Mine's feeling luscious lately. I have literally not cut the top of my eye last year, And if they don't win it in 5, I'm shaving my head.
All right, fine.
And if I lose, I'm going
jealous.
blonde.
And Big Z's going to go blonde.
We're going to try and go blonde.
Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Just understand that we are a bunch of like degenerates here, and we do this about anything.
With
I will
that
give
being
up my
said-
hair color for any kind of bet.
I owe Boomy some money.
He also just had to pay me $5 because he said that the Cavs weren't going to win another game.
No. I said that
Another game.
the Bucks, the Celtics and the Raptors were not going to win another game.
Yeah,
After it was 2-2 in both their series. And in my defense, they both just lost 2 straight games and it looked pretty good in my favor.
Hot take. It's called a hot take.
$5.
It was you guys
There's
asked me for a
$5 in my
hot take.
Venmo
I
right
gave
now.
you a hot take, and you guys just slaughtered
but
me
there's
for
a
it.
difference between hot takes and dumb takes.
Yeah, they're kind of.
You know,
I'd say
Is there though?
that's
Isn't that the point of a hot take? Is to be dumb about it a little bit?
Right. The ability to retrospect, the ability to look back on it now, you're kind of like, yeah, that was probably dumb. But at the
no
time,
doubt.
same
But let's
thing.
dive into Wilson Sosa
Wilson
because that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. I didn't get to watch it live, but when I saw it back, it gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter and I was like, this a bit
I'm like, Sammy?
1999
Sammy?
all over again.
He took-
Evan, have you
And
seen
I don't wanna
any
hear
Cub
steroids
do
either.
a-
That's
do a
stupid.
Sammy
Screw off
Hops
if you say
since
that.
then?
No, I've not.
You watch a lot of Cubs games.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I know they've kind of
That's-
like banished Sosa.
Yeah.
Oh.
We've had some long discussions on that.
I
Sosa
don't know.
needs to be back.
I
Sosa
think
needs
so.
to be
I mean,
back.
I think him and McGuire throw out the PED stuff. They brought baseball back.
Thank you.
If you go back to '99, which it's been a while, but
It's almost 20 years.
yeah,
Holy hell.
we're
That's a long time. But I just haven't seen anyone do the Sammy hop since then. And I was just so excited just to see that Sammy hop again.
Only one I
Well-
could think of is I think Derek Lee did it a few times.
He might have.
I think-
It was
but
more like
it
a
was-
Sammy stumble, though.
Yeah, it wasn't like as
come on.
extravagant as what Sosa did, but Wilson they took it to a new level. Like he did the Sosa hop all the way down to first base.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to make sure
Yeah.
that thing got out. I'm like,
I didn't.
Really?
Small,
Sosa
fun-known
does
fact.
1 to 2 hops. It's 1 to 2 hops.
But it was 2 big hops. He was trying to get some vert on
Who?
Sammy.
Well, no, I mean, but Wilson, it's 1 to 2.
Yeah. Come
You
on.
keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
You got to keep it
That's the
simple.
one kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
I don't know.
that is correct.
All right. Thank you.
There we go.
Fact check.
fact
First
check
one.
of
There it
the
is.
show. But no, it was just fun to see. And obviously, we'll get into this a little bit deeper here.
A win
But,
streak.
Little win streak, little White Sox ass beaten. So that was fun to see.
I mean, the first inning was a slaughterfest.
Yeah, I was trying to get
Grand
the game
slam
to come up
first
on my
inning?
phone, and it was taking too long. And by the time it finally came on, the Cubs were up 5-1 or 5-0.
I love it.
We absolutely needed
Oh,
a series against the Marlins and the White Sox.
yeah. Can we
Desperately
just play
needed
the
it.
Marlins and the White Sox for the rest of
And
the
the
day?
Brewers.
We might win 100.
Throw the Brewers in there too, and we'll be just fine.
We're wrecking the Brewers. So.
Sox just need to play the Royals a lot.
Yeah,
It's weird.
They own
Well, the
the
Royals
Royals.
stink.
But still,
they're
the
terrible,
White Sox
but they
are
own 'em.
worse.
White Sox are the worst record.
I know,
in
but
Major
I'm
League
saying
Baseball, I'm
it's
pretty
2
sure.
stinky teams
You
going
check
up
me on
against
that.
each other.
It's
Yeah, can you run that check? Are the White Sox the worst team in Major League Baseball, or are the Reds worse? Because I think
they're
the Dick
tied.
Ballers
No,
are worse.
I think the Sox are the worst at 9 wins. I believe the Reds beat the Dodgers last
The
night.
Reds beat the Dodgers. What?
Yes,
The Dodgers are-
yes, it
Get
happened.
out of here.
Let's stop. How'd you,
Scooter
you just
Jan-
do that off the top of your head?
Scooter Jeanette,
Listen,
I believe, was the big play last
I forgot
night.
Scooter Jeanette was a human.
I like Scooter.
Well, after
Well, didn't
his,
he have
I think
4
he
homers
had
last year in
3
the
or
game?
4 home runs, in 4 at bats last season at one point. So that was his
Okay.
big thing.
Casey Thomas wants
We
to
have
know
a
thoughts on
viewer
Darvish.
question.
Darvish is sick, so he's in a real spot.
I really like the name Evan gave him. Flu Darvish.
Flu Darvish.
That's
Flu
that's
Darvish.
great. I love it.
We're calling him Flu Darvish now.
I personally this is a very serious thought.
I don't get, Who
don't
goes
get
on
all the
DL
the
for
crapping.
influenza.
dude. He had probably had to go to the hospital.
Is that bad?
Like influenza is
Well, he was in the clubhouse though the day they put him on the DL.
he's pretty bad.
So I wonder. I know I'm not doubting that. I'm just saying he wasn't in the
I
hospital.
just know I've had the flu
You're
2
a
times in
doctor?
the last 3 years, and I didn't leave my bed. I
You had
lost.
influenza what?
Yeah,
You had how many times?
influenza is the flu, dum dum.
I know, but I mean,
Big Z just learned something.
No,
no, I know what the flu is, but I feel like you don't have to be on the DL for 10 days for it.
Well,
I mean, you
You
have
could-
diarrhea
you
for
could
a
get-
solid 8 days.
You can get dehydrated. A lot of it,
Yeah.
you've got to go to the hospital to get IVs and whatnot.
I mean, you're just throwing out the
Well,
facts.
it's
Just-
diarrhea
I know.
city for about 2
that's,
weeks.
it's
son.
smart as an
All right.
organization to do that.
Let's
though.
move on.
He's
No,
on the
wait, wait.
mound just trying to,
But that's smart for the Cubs to put
Not
them on the
Cracker's
DL.
pants.
Because you can bring
No,
up
but the way you
pitchers.
said it.
Exactly.
You don't
And I
have
think
to,
it's worked out really nice
yeah,
because
they've been bringing up AAA
Yeah.
guys. You have a spot, then you can bring up guys for. If you just put you Darvish and say, well, he's going to skip a start but still be on the
Nah,
team, no DL, then you
I'm
can't
not
do
buying
anything.
that.
yeah, Evan's not a Yu Darvish
Not
fan
buying
at
the
all.
Jen Ho
you
Sang
know what?
train.
I'm
Not
on-
on.
He's
not on
getting
board.
rocked at
I'm
Triple
officially on
A.
camera saying, wish we had Arrieta.
Stop. I'm going to fight
No,
you. after
No.
this.
because,
You're
I
an
wish we
idiot.
did.
in 3 years, Jake Arrieta is not going to be what that contract is paying him to be.
I know, but
Exactly.
it's
You Darvish will
Darvish?
be.
Yes.
Yes, he will.
He's not
He's
going to get
gonna
the flu
figure
for
it
the
out.
next 3 years.
We'll see. I mean,
Darvish
it's both
gonna
up in the air.
By the end of the year, we're going to looking back at this, and we're going to say this was stupid to even talk about.
Let's
because Yu
hope.
Darvish can be just fine.
I hope you.
His
I hope
stuff
he
is
proves me
elite.
wrong. I hope he proves
His
me
stuff
wrong.
is elite. He's elite. It's fine.
I hope he'll
be fine.
I'll have to check here in a second, but I'm pretty sure Lester was in the same.
Yes.
Yeah, people
Both.
forget that too.
Exactly.
And here we are
And I
praising
mean,
Lester.
I've been drinking.
Lester's a dog.
I've been drinking the Yu Darvish haterade.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know. You message me
I've
all
been-
the time
I've been-
about you, Darvish, and
I've
I
drank-
drink. I'm like,
I've
man,
drank
just
gallons.
relax.
But you know what? I
I've
heard.
gallons.
Then I looked at the Lester stuff, and I thought, you know what?
Yes. Doesn't this seem very
Lester
familiar?
was terrible.
Hey, Tim
beginning.
Schlarf just messaged us. He went to Rips Night. Tim, I'm glad you got out, but man, you should have went to Civic Snack.
Hey,
Sorry, about
Tim.
you, buddy.
Sorry, but the socks suck. Dude. Big Sox fan right there.
Tim's a Sox fan. So he's a Sox fan,
Sox suck.
and he doesn't like Sipping Snack.
A lot of bad decisions.
A
Made.
lot
Good
of
old
bad decisions for old Timmy
2005.
boy. Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I'll take.
But how much? And this is something that me
I'll
and
take
you.
either chicken right now.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
start.
I'm hungry too. So Tim, if you got leftovers, swing
Bring it.
through the crib, man.
Drop a pin.
This is something we've talked about. How much weight are we putting on the bad stuff? Like when we lost, like what was it, 5 out of 6?
Yeah.
How much weight do you put into the fact that we lost to the 2 out of 3 of the Rockies and we get swept by the Cardinals? I keep saying you got to take things with a grain of salt, but at the same time, that's also leading me to not freak out about the wins, and that's kind of taking some stuff away from me.
like Gameboy said, it's the Marlins, it's the White Sox. You take it with a grain of salt, but we also, what do we do at the beginning of the year? We
win.
split. Do we split the
Wins
series
or
or
wins.
lose
Yeah,
the series
split the
against the
series
Marlins?
in Miami.
I mean, they started
Sweeps
off
are nice.
not
A
great.
win is a win. The Marlins have been playing all right. They've won a few games. I mean, it's still Major League Baseball. You're still getting a win. It's still going to count at the end of the year. It's not like they're going to not count the win. I mean,
exactly.
people
You
make
can
it
only
seem
play
like,
who you're scheduled to play.
It make it seem like it's like any team that played the Bulls at the end of the season. Like, it's not going to be top notch.
Exactly.
But it's still a win.
We do have a great fan comment. John O'Brien says Matt Harvey to the Reds World Series bound.
Matt Harvey is literally the biggest dick baller you've ever met.
Yes, that is a perfect fit for Matt Harvey.
I mean,
if I've ever
that's
seen.
what the
There's
Reds
never been a
wanted
better
him.
spot for Matt Harvey because he is the king of the dick ballers.
Yes, it is.
He is
that
king
so
dick
true.
baller. He is king dick baller.
They just
Because that
the-
dude,
With that being said, let's talk about the Mets for a quick second.
Biggest fall off.
I saw this coming. So didn't they start
mean-
like 13-3 or something?
the season's
they-
been
they were
close for a
unreal.
while.
Let's start.
At one point, they were like 10 plus over within the first
Yeah.
15
Yeah.
games.
They went
I
nuts
knew
to
this
start.
was
That's
coming
crazy.
so fast.
That's
they weren't
crazy.
scoring runs.
That's crazy.
Smacked them.
It was the same thing as the Cubs, like those 5 games against the Brewers, and then the other team they scored like less than 3 runs, but they won every game.
Yeah.
Like that's what the Mets were doing for like the first 20 games of the season and winning games, and then we all just expected that to.
I think they
keep
like
going.
swept the Cardinals at home.
Yeah, they
at
went
one, or
nuts.
in New York at one
Well,
point,
let's-
and everybody was just like, "Oh my God, the Mets are back!" And now this is going on.
Let's come back to the question though. Matt Harvey has literally done so. Like I don't know what he did to the league, but he finagled them. He finagled
Yes.
them so badly. I know finagle's not a word.
No, it is a word.
Is it a word?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yes.
Finagle's a word. How do you
Just fact check.
Can we get a
yes.
fact? No, first fact check.
I'm
How
not
do you
even looking it
spell
up.
finagled?
Can you spell finagle,
I
fact
cannot-
checker?
I
All
cannot
right.
I
spell
want a spelling
finagle.
bee. I'm gonna guess on this. Finagle. FANAGLE.
You went with the real phonetic
We'll see.
spelling of that.
But finagle.
I think there's a couple extra. I think it's FENAGLE.
Matt Harvey
Finagle.
had a few
There's
good-
no way.
Matt Harvey had a few good years.
Yeah.
Got paid, and
Went to a
now
World
now
Series.
he's just I don't know who he thinks he is. Wouldn't take a demotion, even though he deserved it.
He stunk.
And he's in the clubs with all these hotties, which I don't get.
Yeah.
I don't get.
Yeah. Out
How
till
is
like
he
2
in-
in the morning just boozing.
It doesn't make any sense to me how he's out just living the life of a pitcher who you would think was doing well, but then you look in the newspaper, he's not doing well.
Yeah. You can expect.
When was the last time he had a good season? Like 3 years ago?
You could
in 2015.
You could accept his behavior
right.
if he was pitching on like a Clayton Kershaw level. If he was pitching on, a John Lester level.
Kershaw has not had the best year this year.
But I'm saying
on the DL.
But there's just a way he went about it. He wasn't contributing. He was being a jag, and it was just time to go. And I think it's such a short fallout, though. They played in a World Series 3 years ago. So
shut up, Jo. I'm done with that question. He's
Mets Royals.
the Batman.
Real life Bruce Wayne.
Matt Harvey stinks.
Oh, we do have an official spelling from Tim Schlarf. This may be a lie. Finagle.
He definitely Googled it, so yeah, it's definitely right. But
yeah,
definitely Googled it there, Tim.
Finagle.
I'm not convinced.
Mets busted out to an 11-1 start.
11-1.
I knew they were amazing.
Do we have what
they were so
right now?
They were
There's
so
no
good.
way they're even in.
What are they now?
They are currently in fourth.
That's crazy.
I will double check this, but I have them at. Let me see. I think they won recently.
Well, it's expected though.
Yeah,
Winning?
I mean,
no, from the
for them to kind of
down to earth.
Like they went from like how they always say water finds its level. Like water went way above its level,
it's the
and then
though.
way back down.
11-1 to a current 19-17. So 8-16 in their last 20.
They're done.
That's called the Mets. That's the Mets there, people.
The Mets. Ooh.
It's over. The Braves are winning that division.
Really?
That's tough.
I don't know about the Braves.
No, I know.
Although, no, honestly,
they are
though,
improved though.
Yeah.
What do you think
Hot
about them?
take.
'Cause they play the Cubs coming up soon after the White Sox. I mean, they're 22-14 right now, I believe, or something crazy like that. Like, I did not see that coming.
That Acuna kid I think that's how you pronounce his name, Acuna or whatever it is.
Yeah, I know
that kid's
the guy who
unreal.
killed the Cubs.
Yeah,
those
that
3
guy's
games.
unbelievable. But I don't know if you can count on it. They have a lot of their contributors are really young. So I don't know if you can count on those guys going forward through 162 games. He's kind of like the way the Cubs were the year before the World Series. Yeah, they had a great year. They got to the playoff. They fizzled out. I don't even know if the Braves are going to be
Daniel
that team
Murphy.
also had veterans
Murphy.
like Lester and Arrieta, David Ross, and Montero to lead them, through the young guys.
Yeah.
But the Braves have Freddie Freeman. That's their.
They have an outfielder who's a veteran that I'm.
But I mean, Freddie Freeman's the main guy you're going to point to. I mean, I don't know. To me, the Braves are
All right,
doing right up there.
we're going to need to stop this real quick. Mark's Farm. We're going to have to give Mark's Farm a shout out.
Mark's Farm a shout out. All right.
Casey Marks, my guy.
Shout out, gang.
That's what it's going to cost you right there, just a text.
Yep. Just so you know,
Because now I know you're watching. That's all it takes. Thank you very much, Mark's Farm.
fan interaction.
There is nothing we won't endorse here.
Listen,
Nothing.
yeah, we had a fan commenting last week. Now he's sitting right here in the podcast cave.
Look at that.
I'm
See?
in the house.
We work fast.
Pays to be a fan.
Yeah, look
Old
at it.
style, looking at you.
Yeah, we got to have some talks. With
We're-
old style.
Out of old stats, so we have Bud Light right here. So come on,
If you're watching this old style, we're
disappointed.
pissed.
We are not
We are
happy.
pissed.
We have a
I feel like we have
we
better
have a
chance than
non-existent
Bud Light at this
contract
point.
breach right now, and we need to have some conversations.
Yeah. But shout out Mark's Farm, Johnny
Yes.
Marks, Casey Marks.
Good people. If
My
you need,
guys.
if you need some farming things done,
Big
give them a
Hay.
call. I'm just pulling this out of my ass.
Good Cubs talk too.
Yeah.
Oh, good
very
Cubs
good.
talk.
You ever want a lengthy Cubs conversation? Drive on out to the Marks Farm. You'll find one in about 30 seconds.
If that.
Look at
Yes.
Nick Gons. Jerry's Tap. I love Jerry's Tap.
Jerry's
Great
Tap.
wings Wednesday nights. Cheap. We're just giving out free spots.
Yeah, free ad Friday, baby. Let's go.
That's kind of a cool
There
thing.
we go.
That
free
was
ad
pretty
Friday. Yeah.
That was
Trading it right on the spot.
we're at the top of the dome there.
Yeah,
Boo.
I know, man. It must be I don't know, this nice
That big brain you got there.
non-old style beer I have here.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's move on to the NBA Finals.
okay. Since I've
NBA
already
Finals.
called my shot, we are.
It's the NBA Finals.
We got
guys.
Listen,
predictions
I'm throwing out gems
I'm
like
NBA playoffs. my
I'm
bad.
throwing out free gems
That's why you
just
drink
off
beer,
the
that's
top
why.
genius level stuff like free ad Friday, and you say NBA Finals and the semifinals haven't even tipped off yet, or the final.
I know. I
Conference
just
finals
got,
haven't
we
even tipped
just
off.
I'm getting. Didn't mean to say it there. NBA playoffs.
We gotta be
Sorry.
at the top of our game.
I just got a lot of
All
ad
right,
deals
all
in my
right, all
head. It's just confusing.
No, but I am gonna. If you've listened to the podcast again, if you haven't, go do it. I am very, very adamant that the Cavs are going to whip the Celtics' ass. I think it's going to be. I originally said in 4.
You have no hair.
I hope you look like the real Slim Shady back in '98. So
The weirdest thing is this is weird for me. Like I'm praying for a game 6.
yeah,
Like that's a weird thing to be.
Well, that's
Like,
a win for the
hoping for.
Celtics, isn't it? Yeah, the game 6 because
if I win one, okay, let's say the Celtics win one game, he's sweating. Harvey's.
Well, I just mean
Harvey,
no.
what are you doing?
I mean for the Celtics though. For the Celtics, I mean.
We're gonna. Let's keep going.
What is happening?
For the Celtics, is like that's a win to win 2 games. If they go to game 6, that means they've accomplished something at least.
Well, yeah, but if we go to game
LeBron sweat.
Yeah.
Let's get it straight here. Are you shaving your head or are you going bald?
Shit, like buzzing with the Clippers.
Okay, because remember that time we went bald?
Oh, when I
Like,
shaved
that
my
was
head?
one of the
We might have to
funniest
throw that.
zero.
We might have to
Oh
throw
my
that
God,
picture
you
up
and
on
PJ
Twitter.
did that, and I remember
We found out
I was
have
sitting
a
here.
very bumpy.
Oh my God,
head.
I was in your basement.
Yeah.
I was one of 2 people in your basement. Well, one other than you and PJ.
Yeah.
I remember when you're like,
We may have been hitting the sauce that night.
Yeah. I was a little young
Yeah, you
to
were
be hitting the
Like
sauce
that-
then.
I
like
know,
that
me and
matters to
PJ.
you.
I was a little young.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't do any of that when you were young.
No, didn't. But I mean, we looked at your head and we are like, "That's
Dude,
not
that's
good.
Not how it's supposed to look.
That's not how. That's
we
not
might
a good
have to
bald
dig
head."
that picture up off of my hard drive and throw that up on Twitter.
Was it at Boomy?
At
TCF?
Boomy TCF.
That
I'll
picture
throw
will
that up
definitely be on there.
later.
We'll be retweeting it.
But
'cause
I
that's
think-
a funny picture.
Back to the important stories. I think it's going to be Cavs in 5, and I've actually switched. I said originally I think the Warriors are going to pull it out. I'm thinking Rockets in 6.
Whoa, 6, really?
Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. I meant to say 7.
Okay,
7.
Nick.
Gotcha.
Hey, Nick. Thanks for the most random thing. Thanks, Nick.
You just broke Zach.
Yeah. So if the Celtics can somehow sign Brian Scalabrine, then I might have an idea to change my argument. But I don't think Scale's coming back out of the big 3.
Right,
So-
Mamba from Casey.
Yeah, if you can bring him back, then sure, maybe I'll change my mind. But he's not coming back. So
I mean, we
Cavs
don't
in
need
5.
him. We don't need him. We have Scary Terry. We got the one Morris twin.
So over
We.
that- Yeah, like,
Oh,
I'm
that's kind of
Celtics fan
I'm a
his whole
part of
life.
him now. I mean, I'm kind of a part of him
Well,
now.
your hair is at risk here, so
Yeah.
you kind of have to.
I
join
don't
the
think.
squad.
I really don't think I'm good blonde.
No, you're gonna look bad.
Especially as like I'm not. I don't.
That's
tan
the
well.
nice thing. You're gonna look funny blonde. I've had buzzed heads for like ever.
I know,
So,
but
I'm
it's
not
going to
look
ruin a lot of
like
your
that.
plans for your long hair.
I
so.
was planning a.
Yeah, so that's the funny part.
But no, Cavs in 5, Rockets in 7,
No
and
way.
then I think Cavs in 7 in the finals.
No
Igor
way. No
is
way.
hard
No
against
way.
We're getting silly
this.
now.
What's your pick? What do you
Okay.
got?
I want the Celtics to win, but
So do I.
as a basketball realist, I'll say Cavs in 6.
Cavs in 6. Okay.
I hope
And
you're right.
and
Let's say I hope you're
and,
right.
then, and then we'll go with Warriors in 6. I'll go Warriors in 6 over the Rockets.
And I'll make a new thing. We both have to take the spreads of each team each game. So I'll take the Celtics. You take the
Okay,
Cavs. I'll take this, but we bet each other.
that's fine.
We're not betting like
Yeah.
I'll probably be betting the bookie too, but
Oh yeah, I probably will too. Yeah, I'm down with that.
I mean that
Sorry.
was you
Nice.
didn't even see you on that, but that was gross.
Sorry about that.
That was a huge burp.
That was I turned away from the microphone. Game Boy, what do you think, man?
Oh, I mean,
Nothing
Cavs-
at risk here.
Cavs. Yeah, nothing to risk for me here. But the Cavs are the easy choice to win it. I would say they're going to win in 5. I just don't
My
see.
man,
All right,
I just
all right.
don't.
Man, let's go.
I just don't see the Celtics winning more than one game. And that's not to say they won't be in the games and be competitive. I just don't think they have the guys against a team like LeBron to go up and actually hit the big shots. And then for the Western Conference,
Scary Terry.
I'm
my
rolling with the
ass.
Warriors in
Scared my
6.
ass. What do you
I got
mean?
Warriors in 6. I'm rolling with
Warriors
the
got
decoy over
like
here.
All right.
a three-headed bunch where they got Durant, they got Curry, and is Draymond Green still with them?
Yeah, he's kicking
Mm.
people in the nuts.
I
all over
don't
the
get it.
place.
I'm not. Once baseball starts, I kind of lose
Yeah.
track of the.
This real quick. We got a slight brag on Gameboy's
Yeah.
shirt right here. I mean, if
Illinois
no one
State-
else has seen this,
You can
I'm just supporting.
It's
I'm just
just-
supporting, man.
I mean, we got a slight brag. Graduated college right here.
second best
Sorry,
state school in
guys.
Illinois, next to Northern Illinois. When was the last time Illinois State played in the Orange Bowl? That's what I thought.
But basketball better.
Okay,
That's
When was
two. That's
we
two
probably played in the NCAA tournament before you have. 1996. When was the last time Illinois State played in the
But
NCAA tournament?
question: when was the last time that NIU was in a conference championship game?
That's not relevant.
That's relevant.
That's not
That's
relevant.
definitely relevant.
Who cares about the conference championship game when you don't go to the NCAA tournament?
When's the last time that NIU got snubbed from the NCAA tournament?
No, back-to-back years in the conference championship.
It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
No. Back-to-back years in the conference championship is definitely a big deal, especially when you play Wichita State and you play Loyola. You play Loyola, a team that made to a Final Four. What do you mean it doesn't matter?
Unless you go to the tournament, it doesn't matter.
When has NIU ever sniffed the conference championship? When was the last time they made a tournament?
The conference tournament?
No, the NCAA.
In 1996, TJ Lux, All-American.
When was the last time the ISU did?
Ego hit me up on this.
Yeah, Ego, let us know because I'm going to look like a real dumbass.
No, I really don't care.
I want to say it was early 2000s.
I think you're wrong.
But
I don't
think I'm
yes.
Dan Moeller was
1998. Casey, damn it, that's before.
Okay,
damn it.
So you're so wrong because they're better now and they have made that tournament before.
Listen,
so on it.
Look, I thought I read that wrong. I thought it said 1980.
Hey, come here. This is you digging yourself out of the freaking hole you just.
But when's the last time that Northern Illinois was in the championship game for the FCS
Goodness
football?
gracious!
The championship game?
Yeah,
never.
Hey, ISU a couple years ago.
Because that's a dumb argument.
I'm just saying, man, they're different.
No, that's
after
no one cares about one AA football.
I'm just saying that you're asking questions about when the last time.
Well,
Orange
Bowl, baby.
Oh, wait. If no one cares about one AA, then where did Carson Wentz go to school?
Who cares?
North Dakota State.
Who cares? He didn't win a Super Bowl this year.
Oh my gosh! I'm pretty sure people care about. What did he have to say?
Boomy doesn't NIU pay students to attend their. No, we just get to go for free. All right.
Probably.
We just get to go for free. It's not paying. It's a.
What does that even?
No, that's not even true because actually it's kind of messed up. Like you have to pay like a $750 sports and activity fee, and you get to go to all the games, but no one goes to anything but football games.
I was gonna say if you're paying basketball players, you're paying the wrong people.
No, he's saying about paying fans.
Oh, fans?
You're dumb.
Students to attend Oh,
you're dumb.
Big Z didn't know how to read in school.
I didn't. Yeah. We all went. Hey, me and Casey went to the same school. Not the best. Actually, they did their best. I didn't do my best. I actually have to say that. I'll say it like that. I didn't mean to be rude.
We're getting way off course. What else do we need to talk about, boys?
I don't really know. Let's have our favorite sports highlights from the week.
Wow, just spring.
Yeah, I definitely just sprung it on everybody.
I can take this if you're not ready.
No, yeah, go for it.
Mine was being at the Cubs game on Wednesday and seeing Wilson Contreras hit three triples in person. Two triples, right?
Two triples.
Two triples and a double, though, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, he had two triples and a double. He was the first catcher since
I think it's Steve Swisher. I'm going to check that as well.
That's why we brought Eagle down to the
Steve Swisher?
Exactly. First catcher since like 1976.
What do you mean from Steve Swisher?
Hit two triples in a game. And I got to see it live. It was really cool because Wilson's kind of been struggling, kind of putzing along.
Not after today, though.
Yeah, and then he has a great game today that's 2 in a row. It's stuff he's just got to keep building off. And I think just seeing that in person. Then actually, the second one to that was seeing Chris Bryant play right field in person.
And making two great plays out there, too.
Literally, like, right down for me, too.
Can we go? Can I go next?
Sure.
Mine was to see the confetti fall at Philadelphia. And then they
lost.
You know what? I'm sorry to say this. I went to a Phillies game one time. They were the worst. They were so mean. They were I
wrote a blog.
I don't know why they're just like, what's your hate? What's wrong? What's good? But guess what? You dropped confetti for a game you lost. And then the Celtics beat you in a series and didn't even drop confetti.
Yeah.
Like, that's so disrespectful to you. Like, that's just
confetti for a loss.
And Joel Embiid. Let's get conditioned. Let's do some laps. Let's get ready for this season.
Get Joel in the pool.
I mean, how is this guy tired? He's had how many? He had like a year off before he.
Well, he missed
started.
A while though, going like before the playoffs.
I understand
started.
that, but you still think you would stay in cardio shape if your face is screwed up. You know what I mean? Like, you should understand as like a.
I just think the playoffs is a different animal.
I know, but did you see him? He just seemed like he was tired.
Yeah, he did look tired.
As being the 1 or 2 on the team, definitely should not be tired. Gameboy, do you have one, or did I spring it too hard?
No, I think my favorite highlight was watching See what the
No,
fans say.
go ahead. You go first.
Well, I just think the whole year
It was
long.
ISU playing for playing for the Orange Bowl. Oh wait, that didn't happen. Go ahead. Sorry.
That
my
horse
God.
has been beaten to death.
First of all,
I found
all-
my hill to die.
First of all,
on.
I didn't
There
go
you
to
go.
school, so don't involve me. Second of all, you just brought that up after you just got buried.
No, I didn't get buried. What the hell are you talking about?
You got buried.
No.
You were wrong.
Wait, can we fact check
You were
that?
wrong
okay,
about
wrong
the
about
basketball.
that.
Go ahead,
Again,
did he get
called me
buried?
Again. No one cares. That's not
Buried
getting
with what? I got onto the Contreras
Never mind.
triple thing.
I sprung that on him. That's my
But
bad.
a cool thing. It's only happened 97 times since 1908, where a catcher has 2 triples in a game. So
That's
it's a
wild.
rare.
Less than
rare
100
occurrence.
times.
Yeah, because they're usually the slowest.
Yeah, exactly. That's 97 times since 1908.
Did you
Yeah,
finish
big
your
league
thought,
catchers.
or?
Sorry, I interrupted, and I was grasping at straws.
I mean, I got freaking Boomy over here just
Sorry.
grasping at straws, even though your straw was broke.
My straw played in the Orange Bowl, but sorry.
Your straw also was wrong.
It's comparing apples and oranges when you're talking about a Division I football
Thank you.
program versus a FCS program.
Thank you.
That's,
I was
I went
just.
to an NAIA
He
school,
started it.
and that's like a
I
division.
think
I just brought up
Hey,
the football
if
program.
if
He's the one that
NIU
brought up basketball.
If NIU or ISU are watching, let's get the game. Let's get them playing each
Yeah,
other.
let's
play each other
Football
once a year.
and basketball.
Yeah,
once a year.
That's not going to happen though.
We
I
will
understand it, but not gonna happen,
destroy
but-
What?
Illinois State
But that's
Oh
probably
my
true.
gosh.
But like, what would NIU have to win? What could NIU gain out
Dude.
of that?
I don't think it. I think ISU's winning.
It can happen because there's
NIU can gain nothing
They
out of
both
that.
have benefited.
Here's what would happen right now: Illinois State would lose in football, and they would win in basketball, and then we'd be sitting here making the same damn argument.
I think it's a lot closer in football than you
You're
think,
wrong.
dude. I think they both have capitalized from what they got, but since Jordan
Well, you're
Lynch,
gonna-
dude, they have just gone down.
They've played in a bowl game all but 1 year since then.
I know, but like you just keep saying Orange Bowl, like dude, a 6-6 team is gonna make the freaking bowl.
But there's
game.
also a different competition. Division
But it's
1
not
is
like-
different than Division 2.
I'm just saying head to head.
There's a
You're not
reason-
gonna know until you play head to head.
I know. I agree.
I'd like to see it.
I would love to
Just-
see
it'd be
it.
fun- it'd be
I
fun to
would too,
see for-
Because every season you've got schools get paid. Like you're gonna have your blowouts like week 1 and 2.
Mhm.
You've got your Savannah States playing Florida
Florida
Yeah,
State.
State.
Alabama.
And it's
Alabama
like-
plays
it's
some of the
like,
weakest
you know,
teams I've ever
It's
seen.
like to 3. They do the running clock thing, but like the program, say Illinois State plays Northern Illinois, and it's on ESPN 2 or 3, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, the program's going to get money.
Exactly.
That's what
That's actually what used to happen. We used to play Illinois when I was
Illinois,
at NIU.
Illinois State played Iowa.
Yeah.
I guess
We
I'll-
played Iowa a few
I guess
times.
I'll throw myself out there. I'm a big Hawkeye fan, so that's why I knew that.
Right.
I'll never forget when you guys played Iowa.
We beat them once.
I was at my brother-in-law's.
That is
We beat them
Yeah, my
once.
brother-in-law's,
We beat
bachelor
Purdue
party.
once.
Were
We
you
beat
there?
Northwest- Yeah, I was there
Yeah.
too.
and there were
From
some.
what I remember.
There were some Iowa Hawkeye fans there that were
was-
crying.
And
they were
I
crying.
was ecstatic.
Yeah,
I can't believe I didn't get
I was
into some
shocked.
sort of
Shout out the
scuffle that day.
Hawkeyes though. Iowa
Hey.
City.
When was the
place.
last time NIU beat a Big Ten team?
We beat Northwestern 2 years ago, I think.
ISU beat Northwestern.
Oh, we beat
also.
Nebraska this year.
Did you beat Nebraska?
We beat
Okay.
Nebraska at Nebraska.
I
this
mean,
year.
that's not really a feat.
Oh, stop.
I'm
That's
just
a big
saying
win there.
ISU also beat Northwestern 2 years ago. So it's like
Yeah. Northwestern had a rough year. I think they lost
Let's
to
move.
both.
that was the day of your wedding, actually. Remember
Game
that?
Boy, do you want to finish
I
your
was at your wedding, watching it on my phone,
apologize.
going
Favorite
nuts.
sports moment of the week.
Game Boy,
We're
you wanna
way
move
off
on.
on the tangent.
You know what? As we've been doing this, I've changed like 4 or 5 different times, but I'm gonna go back to my original one, and it was simply watching Jason Tatum just go to work.
Oh my
Again,
gosh,
yeah.
he's so good.
No,
was fun
it
to
was
watch.
so much. He's so smooth.
You know what
It's
I like?
like I
About,
love Mitchell and I love Ben Simmons, but I think Jason Tatum's gonna be the best one.
my favorite thing was
He
that they
is
always,
fun. He's like
he's-
20 years old.
I mean,
Yeah,
they would
he's
show
crazy. He's
Jason
fun to
Tatum,
watch.
and then they would show Markelle Fultz. They
yeah.
would show Jason Tatum, and then they would show
Markelle
Markelle Fultz. Then they'd show Jason Tatum, then they would show. Dude, that guy,
Will he ever be good?
Markelle Fultz,
Fultz?
is
He
just
will
sitting on the
be, I
bench.
You think?
But
I don't
he'll
think
be-
he will. If you're
Here's
mentally
the
this,
problem,
if you're
though.
mentally this bad already, then there's something wrong.
Here's the thing, though. He'll be good, but he'll never be good enough for people to give him the recognition for being the
Because-
number one overall
Yeah, it's
pick
just one of those things
above, Tatum and some of those other guys.
because he'll never be as good as
He
those
didn't even
guys.
have as good as years Laurie Markkinen. You know what I'm
Yeah.
like? He's going to be good, but he's always going to say, "Well, he was an overall number one pick." So
Yeah, it's gonna hang on him for the rest of his
Well,
career.
my
Yeah.
thing
So,
is,
hey,
if
so is Sam Bowie, but
So-
it is
yeah.
what it is.
well, my thing is
Yeah,
with
exactly.
my thing is if you're mentally this bad at this stage, like unless the 76ers are just trying to be very careful, then something is wrong, and something is just wrong.
Right.
Like if you can't just snap back from that injury, then there's something psychological wrong.
Honestly, looking at his game, even I just see Jeff Teague.
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
What's one of those things you think about it? Where do
But Jeff Teague also starts in the NBA and contributes to a good team.
Right,
and that's what
he
I'm
can
saying.
be
He's
that.
going to be a good
He
player.
can be
number
that.
one,
But he's
not
never
number
going to
pick.
be worthy of a number one quote-unquote status.
Which I always thought, like, I'm not going to lie, before the draft, I was not that familiar with Markelle Fultz.
No, I didn't watch him.
I watch a little too much West Coast basketball. I knew of him, and I've seen him play a few times.
Well, I saw him play in the games that I lost betting, but
right. A lot of people didn't see
Other
him
than that.
until that they were playing in the conference tournament. I mean, he missed
it's one of those things, like you
so
said.
he was really hard to see.
Like you said, with like the FCS or whatever. What is ISU football?
FCS.
Yeah, it's like getting somebody from there. I mean, Carson Wentz worked out, or getting somebody from like the higher level.
Yeah,
like
or even getting like a backup from Alabama.
Yeah, it's just like he hasn't played the competition.
Exactly.
He hasn't played that. You just don't know like what he can do, and it hasn't worked out for the 76ers, and it looks bad.
Yeah,
because
it looks so good. Like Gameboy said, that it
Jason
looks so
Tatum-
good for Tatum right now. He does look very good. He looks like he knows what he's doing.
I just don't get why everyone just thought he was just the number one overall.
Well, but you also have to like
the
think
hype
about it
is
like
there, but
they also needed a point guard.
yeah.
So you do have to look at needs. So I like.
I guess they didn't want to get. They didn't want to get another
20-year-old kid just come and ball.
I guess
Actually,
you're right.
what was more fun to watch
19.
was Brad Stevens just pick apart
Yeah.
the Sixers. I mean, he's
Brad
a master.
Stevens is
he's
one of the best coaches
coach
in the league.
He's the best coach in the league.
I
think. Look, Popovich has all of the accomplishments in the past, but I think Brad Stevens is the next big thing. I think in 20 years, we'll be talking about Brad Stevens in the same light as we talk about Phil Jackson. Popovich.
I brought up a point on the podcast Wednesday, and I wanted to see your thoughts. Say, hypothetically, Mike Krzyzewski retires after this coming season from Duke, or Calipari decides to leave Kentucky. Does Brad Stevens even throw his hat in that in the college?
Yeah,
does he throw it back in like a Duke or a Kentucky?
Oh,
personally, I don't think so. I think at this point he's established himself in the NBA, and it's well known that he deserves like all the accomplishments he's going to have in the NBA.
True.
I think for him to go back to college would be a waste of his mind, to be honest with you, because I think he's figured out the NBA. He's got a great system for it. He gets his guys to play.
Right.
I mean, guys want to play for him now. I mean, you can tell. I've never heard an NBA coach talk poorly about Brad Stevens.
Yeah. That's true.
I mean, Kyrie Irving.
Just something
seems to love him
hypothetical.
even. I think if he went to Duke or Kentucky, he would be the greatest.
He'd be very successful. His on-court intelligence and like his adjustments to things, and like we talked about on Wednesday night, like his ability to just not get flustered or
that's the biggest thing.
overexcited or over pissed off in any situation is just unbelievable.
He's like
it's
Hoiberg on steroids, basically.
Well, yeah, it's Hoiberg with a good
that's
team.
too much of a compliment for
No
Hoiberg.
way.
That's too much of a compliment for Hoiberg.
Don't throw.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to bring Hoiberg into that.
No,
he doesn't deserve it.
It's like the
I don't know,
best
I'm
steroid
not-
you could imagine.
No.
24 games this year.
I'm not a big
Barry
like,
Bonds steroids we're
That's
talking about.
more wins than I wanted out of the Bulls.
Let's
though.
take it easy. I think
I wanted like
Hoiberg.
9.
I think Hoiberg
Tank.
gets a bad rap.
Yeah,
No, he does.
I mean, he got
But-
placed with a shitty team. Like, what was he supposed to do with that?
Yes.
Like, Jimmy Butler did not want to be there. He had
I
to deal
agree.
with that. I mean, yeah, he's a quiet guy, but everyone knew that coming in. Like,
But
Exactly.
if you can't get Dwayne Wade, Jimmy Butler, and Rajon Rondo to play for you and play well for you, like what's going to happen next time you have three
yeah,
guys
but
that
like
are good?
you could
And so
you
you
could
need to
clearly
be
tell
good in the
those
league.
guys did not want to be there.
No, I agree.
Like
but
none
if
of
you-
those guys wanted to be there.
But how much of that
Dwayne
is
Wade
Fred?
sent it in.
How much of that is Fred though?
I mean, it's also like their
Personally,
environment.
I think that's part of Fred's problem is that he can't get his best players that are veterans to play for him at that time. I mean,
I know, but if
that
you
was
got veterans on a team that's supposed to lose, that's kind of hard to
Yeah.
get
I'm just saying,
up
if-
for that game.
No,
Yeah.
but the year they had Wade and Butler.
No,
and
but I mean,
Rondo,
it's still. I mean, you're
right now, yeah, he gets a
you're
bad
still
rap.
not gonna you're not gonna win a you're not gonna win the finals with that team.
No, but you can't
Like,
get
you're-
them to play better than what they were. Like, I mean, that team was better than an 8 seed.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, by the end of the season, they didn't have
he couldn't get him to play for him.
Right.
Even the year before when they had Derrick Rose, they coming off that trip to the Eastern Conference. They make the playoffs his first year.
I mean,
And
anything
granted,
with
that's
Derrick
not all-
Rose.
That's his fault. I'm not saying that, but
I just
you
think
can't make that work.
I just
You
think
can't
you
find a system to work for that team. I don't think you deserve any accolades to when you win more than 15 games with a crappy team like the Bulls have now.
Yeah.
well, like I think with the Bulls, with Hoiberg the most, you really can't judge him until he has a good team, though. Like, I know you said, wait.
he had a talented team
I know
already.
you had a good team, but a team that like is there, the fans are behind him, like everyone wants to, like they're gonna go. Like,
Yeah, but the big thing right now with Hoiberg is we're trying to get guys for his system. But what if guys don't want to play in his system? What if he gets the guys and it's the same story as with Butler and Rondo and Wade where he just can't get them to play?
Yeah.
I'd say I'm more
you can't
worried
have
about the
that
GM
talent.
position than I am like
No, yeah,
the
for
coach
sure.
position.
Garpax is
yeah,
the
like I
worst.
just don't trust those guys. Like I
They-
know
They have done a couple of
they've
good
done some good
though.
things, but
Yeah.
so has everyone. Like,
It's been 20 years since the championship.
Yeah.
20 years.
yeah,
And those guys have
I
been
mean,
in
they-
charge for
and they
a
kinda
long
ran
time.
the greatest player of all time out of town.
Yeah.
Like they just didn't give him the money he deserved. Like this guy gave you 6 championships, and you're still so stubborn that you're just not going to let him. You should give him all the money you had.
let Phil Jackson walk, Jordan walk, Pippen walk. I mean, they were all like, he was just like, yeah, we're done with this.
Rodman was gone shortly after.
No, it was the dumbest thing to.
We have some good fan submissions on our plays of the week. Victor Caratini about knocking the dude
Oh.
from the Marlins out. That was fun.
I liked
and
it.
then stemming off of that, another fan submission was the tickle fight between Chris Bryant and Starlin Castro. So that was pretty. Those are 2 really good fan submissions. So
That tickle fight was funny,
That's exactly how I picture Chris Bryant in a brawl, though, is just tickling a guy.
yeah.
which I don't
Like,
like. I don't like
I
that to
want
be
him
my
coming out
first
throwing
impression.
haymakers.
But how about
Let's go.
Willie came out looking for blood, though?
Oh my
yeah.
god! But did
Rinse
you
it
see
out
that
there.
video of his face?
Yeah.
He's
Oh
like,
man, he wanted
dude,
to kill
Wilson
someone.
Contreras is
Crazy.
he's about that life.
He's
like,
about
he's-
it. About it.
He's that
Everything I
catcher.
want
He
in a
is the catcher. He knows what the catcher's supposed to do, and he lives it. Like I said,
I
they
love
have
him.
the my left fielder, he's my catcher. He's my catcher of the future. Like Wilson Contreras is the heartbeat of the Cubs, I think. Like that guy has so much energy, and he's the catcher. Like you think about, you have the hardest position, and you're the energy.
He brings a certain sense of electricity every single day. He brings.
I'm a big Wilson Contreras guy. I know
him and Javi are like the big guys for just energy.
Oh, yeah, him, Javi, and I mean, sometimes Rizzo gives you that energy.
Yeah, Rizzo brings that too.
Yeah.
But when Rizzo gets pumped, that's time to go.
Yeah.
You know what
for
I miss
sure.
right now? I want to see Rizzo get into it with somebody. It's been a couple
Yeah,
years.
I
Remember
literally
Chapman?
caught myself watching that Aroldis Chapman video on YouTube the other day.
I
was
That
remember
Chapman
that
video
so
was
vividly.
hilarious.
I remember watching that game. I looked to my dad and I said, Anthony Rizzo just became the leader of the Cubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, see on
And
his chest.
even Theo will go back and say, when he took on the entire Reds team,
Yeah.
Dude,
going
that was
after him,
crazy.
that
He
was
was
when
just
everybody
ready to
said,
take on
that's
Aroldis
Rizzo's
Chapman.
team.
Well,
It
and
became
it's
Rizzo's
still,
team.
like 4 years later, and we still haven't put a C on the man's chest.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
come on.
ridiculous.
Like, I get what he's saying, but prove it.
Prove it.
Come on,
you know.
Ricketts.
I think
Anything
we're
else, boys?
coming to the end of this.
Yeah, this is
We
fun,
have actually
so.
gone a little bit over, but
And
we got.
I do apologize for all of our listeners that didn't want to hear me shit on ISU for a while. But
Yeah, it's whatever. I like the arguments. I like
yeah, exactly.
the back and forth. It's always a good back and forth.
Exactly.
ISU gets pushed around, but they're still kicking. They still got success all over it.
I'd say they're both floaters.
Yeah, let's go with that. They're
Yeah.
both floaters.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, they
What
are,
do we-
but NIU isn't, so it's fine.
You're wrong, but it's not fun. What do
So-
we got going on this weekend, boys?
well, going to the Corner Tap tomorrow night.
Yes,
so shout out
if
the Corner
you're
Tap
in
Mendota,
Mendota,
Illinois.
Come through the corner tap.
If you're not busy tomorrow night, I'd come to the Corner.
No free ads, though.
We'll be there. Our friends will be there.
My brother's graduating college, so
we're gonna have a
blow
good
it
time.
out, so.
Sunday, if you're at the Cubs game,
Sunday's
if you,
gonna be
I think we're
where
gonna go to
it's
the
at,
bar. We'll
man.
probably go to the bars a little bit before.
As soon as
but-
we get up there, yeah.
We're gonna be at the rooftop, so it's kind of hard to like see other people. But
Little TCF
Make
outing.
sure you're following all of our social medias. Instagram,
yeah, because the
Twitter,
Instagram will be
Facebook.
popping and Twitter will be popping.
Probably do a Facebook Live.
I may have to hand that over to somebody else because I don't think I'll be.
Boomy.
I don't think I'll be
Mrs. Boomy
capable
might be
of
in charge
running
of
it.
that.
But we'll make sure somebody is
I'll
running.
take it.
Yeah, somebody can have the Instagram story, or somebody can have the Twitter, and I will have nothing because I am planning on having a good weekend because I'm celebrating something pretty big. So
absolutely,
we're gonna have a big
Anything else
weekend.
to add? Anything from the week we need to drop on the folks before we let them go?
No.
Nope. No one's got anything.
We're boring today.
You know what? I have a
prepared.
big announcement.
You have a big announcement.
Saturday morning, Friday night, we'll have Dan Patrick, 670 The Score.
Dan Patrick's on ESPN.
Fuck,
Big Z.
What are you doing?
That's not good. Yeah. Danny Parkins. We're gonna have Danny Parkins.
And
Danny Parkins interview coming.
I'm not even that embarrassed.
We're
still
not exactly sure on the time. We'll be interviewing Danny Parkins from 670 The Score next weekend at some point. So big one coming up here. Stay tuned. Lots of stuff coming, and make sure you check out Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff on Sunday. And if you don't hear from us before, we will definitely have our interview with Danny Parkins.
Danny Parkins. We'll have
Danny Parkins, boys.
Yeah, not Dan Patrick.
Not Dan Patrick.
If we got
Dan
in a few
Patrick,
years.
if
Don't
we
worry
got
about
Dan
that.
Patrick right now, I don't think we'd be.
See, that's why a
this
show
basement.
should
In a
not involve
basement?
alcohol.
Yeah,
Because, see, that's what happens.
there's apple juice in here.
My brain is dumb.
Yeah.
So,
But Danny Parkins coming next weekend, and we'll definitely be back here next Friday about 9:30ish.
I would like to thank Egoy for
Yes, thanks, Egoy, our fact checker jumper.
coming. Game Boy for coming through. It's a long day.
I'll be a regular.
Long day of work for Game Boy.
It's a grind, but it's
a grind,
nonstop.
baby.
Nonstop.
I'm about that life.
I love it.
He's
I love
about it.
Thank you.
You guys have a great weekend, and stay tuned. We'll be talking to you guys soon.
Take it easy.